Hi, Kaiser. Just putting up my title today. Hope you are doing well. Okay. Happy Thursday. So, thanks so much for joining, and those that will join the replay and watch the replay. Thank you as well. Just wanted to come on for a short time today. Time was getting away from me. It's about 10:50. I wanted to talk about building a champion mindset. Hey, Stacy, thanks so much for joining. My name is Quashara Halliburton. I am the author of the Skyrocket Your Success series. My latest book, Skyrocket Your Success 2.0, The Corporate Woman's Roadmap to Navigate from Employee to Entrepreneur. Here's one of my books here, of the Corporate Women's Roadmap to Navigate from Employee to Entrepreneur. So today it's Thursday. So Thursday is Personal Development Thursday. And I just want to take a few minutes of your time to talk about building a champion mindset. Now, why it's so important to build a champion mindset? Because when you are going through building your business, or even, elevating in corporate America, whatever you're doing, you have to have a champion mindset. A champion mindset will help you become, yes, it's been a minute. Yes, I am doing well. A champion mindset is going to make you stable, right? Because there are going to be so many highs and lows in building, whether you're building a business or even, if you're trying to stay in corporate America or whatever you're doing in life, there's going to be ups and downs. So I want to give you some tools to help you stay level-headed so that you can make your dreams your reality. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today, I'm looking at my notes on my computer right here, so these are some keys to help you elevate. The first is to assess where you are and acknowledge your current skill set. So assessment takes time. So I want to encourage you, if you are in a place where you feel like, things are moving along the way you want it to, I want you to take some time and assess where you are right now. And then think about where you want to be. So the gap between where you are and where you want to be is your purpose, right? That's sometimes we're lacking our purpose because we're doing so many different things and we're not narrowing down where we need to be mentally and physically and financially and spiritually in order to get to the next level. So the first thing is to assess where you are, assess your skill set, and determine where you want to be. Are there any some gaps in learning? What do you need to get to that next level? So sit down and start writing the things that you need to do in order to go to that next level. Tally your value. Your skills are valuable. Start thinking about all the things that you've done in your life and start adding up that value, your degrees, your training programs, all the things that you've done. This week in my class, at work, my 9 to 5, I'm still an insurance agent. I've been a licensed agent for 23 years. In my 9 to 5, we had a training this week. It was a virtual training to build our communication skills. And it was 8 hours, right? 8 hours during a 9 to 5 work week. And after today was the last day, we had to do a presentation utilizing all the skills that we learned. So after the training was over, she said, "Good job. Keep practicing because practice makes perfect." And afterwards, I asked a question. She's like, "Are there any more questions?" I said, "Yes. Are we going to receive a certificate of completion for doing this training?" And she said, "You know what, Shar, that's a good question." And my thing is, if I'm putting in 8 hours of my work week, I want something to show that I have successfully completed this training in excellence, right? So sometimes you can, do all these classes or whatever, and then there's no credit. Like, if you were to put this on your resume, how can you quantify what you've done? Do you have any proof? You can't just show them on your resume. You just can't show them a Zoom link. You need to have some kind of credentials behind your name. So I thought about that and I said, we spent 8 hours of our work week. Will we be getting a certificate of completion? She said, "You know what, Shar, that's a good idea." And then she produced a certificate. And then like a couple of my coworkers was looking like, come on, Shar, that's not necessary. But for me, it's necessary. I put in 8 hours of my work week in order to improve my skills. So I want to see something in my future that's going to be able to help me tally my value, right? So again, assess where you are and determine where you want to be. So let's see, build a champion mindset. Nice. Yes, this is on time. I have to get that in place. It's a must. Yes, it's a must that we tally our value. We got to know how valuable we are in any place that we are. If you're working in corporate America, if you're working on your own as an entrepreneur, if you're working in the community, you need to tally your value so that when someone asks you for assistance or if you're providing services, if you don't know your value, you're going to undervalue yourself and you're going to, accept the lowest. And you need to be accepting the highest based upon your skill set. So the first thing is to assess where you are, acknowledge your skill set, see where there are gaps, and start thinking about things that you need to improve. Yes, tally your value, and go to that next level. And use this exercise to build your confidence in your abilities. So yeah, when you tally your value, I remember maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, I was in the process of updating my credentials, my resume. And when I updated my resume, I felt so powerful because I started looking at all the things that I've done, at different past corporations. And I started saying, oh, I did this, I did that. And I'm like, you start to see all the things, when you look at the details of the skills that you brought to that position, like, wow. And you start realizing everything that you've done is like, wow. You don't realize how much you're putting in, how much your energy, your efforts, how much it adds to the bottom line of that corporation, right? So you need to start tallying your value because it's going to make you feel more confident in your skills and your ability. And it's going to make you be at your best so that you can give your best at every stage in your life. So that's the first thing. Assess where you are, determine your skill set, determine where there are gaps so you can get more training, and start assessing your value. Number 2, remove the negative thinking. You have to retrain your brain to think positively. I read somewhere that we have more negative thoughts that come to our mind every day than we do positive thoughts. And we have to automatically retrain our brains to think positively. When you get that negative thought, you have to automatically retrain your brain. You can't just start festering because one little negative thing can start building up, and you water and you're nurturing. When you keep rehashing negative things, you're nurturing that negative thing, right? So it's growing inside of your head, right? And it's filling up all the space where all that positive thing could be building up filling up your head. But that negative thought, you keep thinking it over and over again. You're nurturing it. You're petting it, So like if somebody is always complaining all the time, they are petting that issue or whatever. And so when you are nurturing and hugging it and, holding it like it's so valuable, no, you have to start combating those negative things that come up in your mind. So if you're feeling like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough or whatever, start thinking about the things that you've accomplished and build yourself up. So behind me, I have a wall and I have like my books on the wall, media, opportunities, and things that I've done positively, right? So when I start feeling bad, I start looking like, oh, I have accomplished some things, even though, that imposter syndrome sometimes will try to run amok, right? So we have to get ourselves in check and start building ourselves up and not let that negative stuff fester. So that's the second thing. You have to remove the negative thinking and retrain your brain to think positively. Thanks so much for joining us. Today is Personal Development Thursday. So what we're doing is we're talking about 6 keys to build a champion mindset. Now, this is from my book, Skyrocket Your Success 2.0, The Corporate Woman's Roadmap to Navigate from Employee to Entrepreneur. But not only will this help you if you want to be an entrepreneur, it's going to help you in every stage of your life. So these are 6 keys to build a champion mindset. So number 2, remove the negative thinking and retrain your brain to think positively. Number 3, establish boundaries to help you stay on task and increase productivity. I had to learn to establish boundaries. I had to learn to stop saying yes to everything and start saying no. Because for years, I was always helping other people and help them nourishing their ideas and building them up. And the dreams and the goals that I had to accomplish, I was putting those on the back burner because I'm like, oh, such and such needs my help. I had to sit there and realize that, they're moving ahead in life and I'm still at square one, right? When I say square one, I'm talking about for my personal goals and dreams. I'm not talking about like I said, I've been an insurance agent for 23 years. I've done so many other business endeavors. I've always been good on my 9 to 5, but when it came to my personal goals and dreams that God called me to do, I just kept putting it to the wayside because I'm like, oh, I'll get to that later. Keep thinking of other excuses because I didn't want to handle or, figure out the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. I didn't want to work and nurture that. I started helping other people, but you have to sometimes say no and start doing the thing that you're called to do, because if you keep putting it on the back burner, again, you're going to look around. Everybody else will be building their business, their legacies, and you're still stuck at square one. So number 3, establish boundaries, and because they will help you stay on task to meet your goals and dreams. Number 4, increase your confidence by operating in excellence in your zone of genius. So you increase your confidence by doing, right? So years ago, when I've had this Facebook page for years, I think 2000, for about 4 or 5 years, right? And I used to go live all the time. But the last 2 years, I've been doing so many different things. I stopped going live, and I lost my confidence of going live. On camera. I kept getting so nervous. Like, why am I getting nervous? Like, I haven't done this before. Like, I'm not new to this, right? But if once you stop doing something, you lose confidence. So you have to keep doing it over and over again. That's why I'm doing this 30-day live challenge for the last, this is, I guess, day 11. For the last 11 days, I've been going live around maybe 10:45, 11 o'clock at night. I don't know, depending on how my schedule is. But as I do this, I'm becoming more comfortable on screen again. So, you're going to see me more than you have in the past, because the last 2 years, my social media presence, I always post and things like that, but my social media presence has gone down a little bit. But I'm feeling more confident now on screen again. So you'll see me back on screen. So I'm glad that I joined this 30-day live challenge with Jerisha Hawk. So I saw that, she had this challenge, and I'm like, you know what? This is a good time for me to get back in the game. So I'm excited to be, coming back on live, and if you want to check my channel for the last 10 days, all the things we talked about, I have created a group on Reels for the 30-day live challenge. So you can go and see from day 1 to day 10, what we've been talking about for the past. So again, number 4, increase your confidence by operating in your zone of genius. Number 5, set goals that scare you. It's fine to set a goal that you can accomplish, but you need to set a goal that's going to challenge you and that's going to scare you, right? Because then it makes you work harder, right? Because sometimes you may second guess yourself, like, what have I gotten myself into? And I say that to myself a lot when I make a goal and I'm like, what have I really signed up for, right? We have to sign up for those goals that make us question if we can accomplish it, right? Because that's going to make us push even harder. And then if you have accountability behind that, that's what really makes me soar. If I have a goal, I'm working on it, but then someone is constantly asking me, Shar, how you doing about this? Were you working on this? If I have that accountability, I don't want to let myself down, and I don't want anybody else to feel like I'm a slacker, right? So that's going to push me over the edge, and so that I can accomplish my goal. So set goals that scare you, dream big, and do something, and do more and more to achieve your goals. And I thought I had 5, but I had 6. Get connected. This is the thing. Get connected to experts and coaches that are achieving the goals that you want to achieve. Because if you are on the same, page with winners, you're going to win, right? So get somebody that's doing exactly what you want to do so that you can do it in excellence, because they've already accomplished the goals and they have a roadmap that you can follow so that you can go to that next step without going from A, B, C, D, E. You can go from A to Z really quickly because they've already, traveled that road with success. So get to, start connecting with experts or mentors that have already accomplished the things that you want to accomplish. Okay. Because it's going to help you grow. They're going to help you expand your thinking and also help you to develop a growth mindset and not a fixed mindset. Like you can't do it. A growth mindset you're constantly developing in your mind because of the different goals that you're setting with your coach. So I'm going to go over these again and then I'll look at the comments again. So number 1, assess where you are, acknowledge your skill set, and tally your value. There's value in everything that you've done. Think about the value that you offer. And if you're kind of confused about, you don't know what the value is of your skills, start looking on different career websites to tally your value, so that when you see what your skills are actually valued at, you're going to say, maybe am I in a position where I'm not being paid as much as I should be? It's going to make you start thinking, right? And you're going to start looking for other avenues to increase your pay, whether it's corporate or if it's, an entrepreneur endeavor. So start looking and tally your value, because your skills are valuable. It's more valuable than you think they are. Okay. And also don't neglect to negotiate a higher salary. If you deserve a higher salary, start asking for those things, and start, looking for jobs that are offering the salary that you feel that you meet. Okay. So don't limit your salary. Another thing is to remove the negative thinking and start combating that negative thinking with positive thinking. You have to nurture positive thinking. Again, don't start thinking about negative thinking, because it's going to grow in your head. It's going to fill up all the space, and you're not going to be able to move forward because you are so clouded by the negative thinking. Number 3, establish boundaries. Set aside time for you, and don't let no one come and compromise that time. Right? So you need to set up time for you. Say no when you know you have to accomplish goals, and so that you can work on the goals and dreams that God is giving you. Number 4, increase your confidence by operating in excellence in your zone of genius. Number 5, set goals that scare you. And number 6, get connected to experts and coaches that are helping you to achieve your goals. So number 1, if you're looking to publish a nonfiction book and you need help, you can send me a direct message. I'll be more than happy to assist you. If you're looking to create a plan to go from employee to entrepreneur, please send me a direct message as well. I'm going to look at these comments here, because I know I've been talking for a little bit. Thanks so much for joining. Yes, that is a great challenge. I'm so glad that I joined that challenge. And then, okay, so Stacy says, wow, I'm actually starting a management position soon. I had to leave a contract because they weren't valuing me. I actually made a list of everything that I contributed, but they didn't appreciate it. Yes. When you start thinking about your value that you offer, and just something is not right. Sometimes, there are seasons for certain places, right? Sometimes it's time to go to that next level. Yes. Wow. I'm actually... Okay, hold on one second. I'm trying to read these comments here. Yes. So yes, I'm glad that you all joined me tonight. I felt like I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but then I said, let's talk about mindset, building a champion mindset, because a lot of times I know I'm challenged, sometimes when it comes to thinking big, when I'm just thinking, on a mediocre level. I need to raise up, my standard of thinking. Sometimes I think really small when I need to be thinking big. So you have to start challenging yourself and think big, so that you can accomplish big goals and achieve more than you think that you can achieve. So I just was stopping in for a minute just to drop a few gems on you, and just to get you going for tomorrow, Friday, the end of the week. I'm so excited. It's the end of the week, and I am ready to go to the next level. So if anybody has any questions or any more comments, please feel free to share. I'm going to save this under my 30-day live challenge link under my reels. So again, thanks so much for joining me, Stacy and Dr. McKenzie. And I saw a Bedroom Candy, Ebony. Hey, Ebony. And I saw somebody else too. Kaiser, thanks so much for joining me. So yeah, so I'm going to leave this live up, and I will see you all tomorrow around the same time, 10:45 to 11. I come on a little bit late because it's just a lot going on. And before I hit the hay, I want to just go on live and just talk about a few things. And I'm trying my best to make the 30 days. So today is day 11, and tomorrow will be day 12. So I'm excited to hop on. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you. I'll look forward to seeing you. So if you join tomorrow or the weekend, I'm going to try my best. I'm around 10-ish. Sometimes if I can do a little bit earlier, I will. But around 10 seems to be a good time for me. So the QDP, Quashara Detroit Publishing. So Quashara Detroit Publishing is QDP live at night. So yeah, I will see you all on tomorrow or in the near future. If you got questions, send me a direct message, or you can send it in the put it in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. All right. Thanks so much. And you have a good night. Peace out. Thank you.